Okay, we are starting. Okay, we start in recording now. So, hello everyone. For for this course, for this video, we do about the tax-free development of a ESP course. And for this activity, the participants are Mati Jessy Martinez Gaviria, Angie Sofia Vargas Silva, and John Sergio Oyo Rivera. So, like a first participant, I start me. So, I would like to share with you the strategy I designed for SNRP, English for Academic Purpose, EIP, uh, how I get information. As a first step, I can do a survey with a structure that we analyze it. I understand the different skills and needs that the student have, as with the levels of conversation and the activities they will do the course. Within that mind, this strategy is a follows for how I obtain the information and start by research two theoretical books which approach in English for academic purpose. To, di- to do this, I base myself on the books by Hutchinson and Wells, uh, 1918, and Jordan, 1990, in which they offer me a fairly complete perspective on how design courses that respond to a specific context, and in this case, to academic environments. Thanks to this, I understood that learning and language should be motivating, satisfying, and about our meaningful, where the teacher is part of the process, not only a transmitter of knowledge, but also facilitate their learning or their students according to their specific needs. This order to adapt the methods and materials development according to the process of the students also seemed important to me, since the subject focus on the students who will live in English-specific academic environment, which is why the information was organized in this way. How they get organized is to set the strategy. To start, I decided to provide a brief justification of the course to clarify what the course was focused on, and its main goal is designed for the student in an English-speaking academic environment. Then I made a general and specific objectives and the contents that to explain in more truth, and I deceived a course based in each week of duration, each with 3 weekly sessions for 2 hours in each class, where each week will have a specific topic, a clear objective that the students should achieve, and the contents relate to the skills of the students that they should master in academic environment in English. To be clear, in the first week, we focus on observing how their English skills are, as well as collecting data that will allow us to adapt the different contents to real abilities of each student from the of the students. Okay, from the weeks 2 to the 7, the contents will be organized starting with a simple vocabulary and increasing the difficulty such as written listening, comprehension, and the moving on more specific class such as debates, analysis, presentation in pairs of individual. Uh, to this, I will carry out formative evaluation in these weeks to verify the course content is really motivates and promotes significant learning in the students. And I think not, it may be necessary to modify. Okay. In the last week, I will focus on doing the time simulation in specific real context that the students will face in authentic English speaking for any academic environments, so that the student can feel like they are in a real environment and demonstrate their skills are here through the course. After that, I developed the methodology using two academic books and basing in solid arguments from the authors to support my strategy and also validate the materials, content, and teaching methods in a favor of a higher education learning. After this, I explain my conclusion with it will be important to do this way. Like a reflection, I can say the entire course, along with its content, activities, methodologies, and the other chains, we are really used to the technological tools and collaboration among participants to streamline class and increasing student engagement and motivation. Through the process, in addition, a guide support we provide as the process we also exclude small, not academic formative assets to determine where it's necessary to adjust to the course needs to benefit the students. Students will be central focus on this strategy. It's I hope that they will perform better at the end of the course, ensuring they know encounter difficulties in academic English area. Okay, I think that is all my strategies. So I pass to my classmate Angie.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Angie Sofia Vargas Silva, and today I am going to talk about the course and design for Scenario E, English for Tourism and Hospitality. This course helps students go from level A1 to level B1 using real situations in hotels and tourism jobs. The goal is to help students communicate better in English at work. The main points of the course. One needs analysis. We start by understanding with the students' need. Most are at A1 level and they need to improve reading emails and understanding spoken English. So the course focuses on reading and listening for real world tasks. Two, course design. The topics include readings and introductions, check-in and check-out, giving directions and schedules, describing hotel service and solving problems. Students will do listening activities and read emails, forms, and notes. Three, teaching methods. We use the communicative approach, students working in pairs or groups, and they practice using English in real life situations. We also use technology like Kahoot, EducaPlay, and Duolingo to make learning more fun and independent. For material and resources, we use real documents, emails, forms, brochures, videos and audios from hotels and tours, digital tools like Google Classroom, file assessment. There is formative assessments that in the course that role plays, writing tasks, peer feedback. And the end, there is final portfolio with an email, a form, and West Messenger. We use rubrics to check grammar, communication, and vocabulary. Six, implementation, weekly classes online or in person, personalized tutoring to help students. Progress is recorded from the beginning to the end. My strategy is the course use task-based and communicated strategy based on English for specific purposes. We connect learning with real jobs in tourism. Students practice real tasks like check-ins, reading messengers, and giving directions. They also learn the collaboration and technology. This makes the course practical, modern, and useful for their future work. Final summary, this course helps students improve their English with real situations, teamwork, and digital tools. They go from A1 to B1 and feel ready to use English at work in tourism and hospital. Uh, this is this is the next partner is John Sergio Hoyo Rivera.
Hello, everyone. My name is Junsetu Jordireta. I'm very glad to be here with you today. Thank you. In this session, I will share with you the station we use to grant organize the information for our English for a specific or purpose calls, particularly focus on professional in multinational companies. The first question is how we granted the information. To begin with, we based our course instruction on the theoretical approach proposed by Hudson and Walter 1987, who emphasized the importance of studying with the learning needs an objective right than the language itself. We also consider insisting from Jordan in 1887, who stated that the content of a course is not defined by the language itself, but by the need that motivation it is used. Based of this, we design a diagnostic software to understand in which professional situation learning need to use English, for example, for meetings, presentation, email, and their current English proficient level, and which linguistic are they find most changed, for example, grammar, pronunciation, and writing. And for the other hand, sorry, how we organize the information and set the strategy. Once the data was collected, we organized it in two categories and analyze it. It is with specific, of course, goals. These goals include improved fluency, structure, professional and presentation, and writing effective, and business and documents. They divided the course into four core modes. The first is effective business meeting. The second is professional presentation. And third is negotiation staging. And fourth is business writing. Each mode includes relevant vocabulary, grammar structure, and communication stretch tailored or to real life business situation. Now I'm going to talk about methodology and learning approach. The methodology we choose is communicative and task-based, rooted in the principle of ESP and the learning-centered approach, but Hudson and Walters. This means we use simulation, role plays, and collaborative tasks. Real business situations are integrated into lessons, and learning participate in group and pair activities to foster international reflection. We also take advantages of digital tools like Quizlets, Grammarly, Google Docs, and video conference platforms such as Zoom and Teams. So, as you can see, my work is in summary. Our course share essential component with other ESP structure, such as needs, analysis, and communicative methodology, which ensure quality and relevance. However, it also includes unique business-oriented content and assignment tools that make it more suitable for professionals in comparative environment. Now I'm going to talk about common and uncommon components in our extraction. So the beginning I start with say these elements set our course apart and reflect and innovate our special approach. A strong focus on business negotiation language, unlike Turim's and EAP course, yours dedicates all full mode to mastering expression of agreements, disagreement, objective, and concession used in negotiations. International of authentic corporate communication, email, memos, proposal, with the EAP course focus on academic issues and the tourism course or service relative writing or cold stretched business writing with a professional tone and use of TED Talks and mock interviews as authentic materials. Our materials are not limited to classroom, dialogues, or starches tests. We use inspiration real world contests to explore the student to natural language and improve listening. And finally, final portfolio and product peak presentation as summative evaluation. This dual assessment, writing plus oral, give you learners at practice outcome they can use beyond the course, which is not explicit included in the other clause. This is all for me, and I don't know who talking now for this part. Do you want to do this part, Matthew? Just it.
Okay, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Perfect.
Okay, that's pretty good. Thank you, John. Okay, I see your strategies. I think that very good strategies for the common and uncommon specifics. I think that in general, we use assessments to get to know the students and adapt the context their needs, principally. We also agree of the use of the communicative approach, real world tasks, formative digital tools, uh, um, and the use of the skills of the students in the course. I think that's very well is the more common that we have. In addition, we use the same theories which give us a solid theoretical foundation. So I think for me, this is more common. We have each other. So I think that in common is the difference is like the approach. I focus on academic field, and you are focused in a different context because John Sergio is context in the business and Angie in the tourist. So I think that different contexts change a lot of the strategies because of different or a specific contents is. So I think that the final assignment is very different for us, but I think that the strategies that you use for this task is very interesting and liked so much. So this is all I have to say. Angie, you want to share your opinions about that?
Okay. College Matthew just said, the course plan is clear and very detailed. You have included good ideas from authors such as Hutchison and Waters and Jordans, which makes it very effective. I also like the 8-week structure with specific objectives. For each week, it's easy to follow. One suggestion is to use some simple language in some parts to make it easier for everyone to understand. The course is well thought out. It's an excellent piece of work. At the college, John, your course plan is clear and well structured. You explain the theory well and focus on the students' need, which is very important. The objectives, modules, and content are useful for business English. The methodology is good with real life tasks and digital tools. Just try using simple words and shorter sentence in some parts to make it easier to understand excellent work. The partner John.
Perfect. Thank you for all for your attention and participation in this meeting. If you have any question or ideas or like to share, now is the perfect time. Let's continue building this course together to make it meaningful and effective of our learning. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in another day.
Thank you so much to everyone to be here. I
Bye
think that
bye.
this is all the video. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, John, for being here. So this is all. Thank you so much for watching this video.